In this video, I interview Justin Brown from Primal Video about how he grew his tech channel to over 100,000 subscribers, his tips for monetizing in other ways than AdSense, and how you can beat the competition and stand out and be different in your niche. Coming up. This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence. Hey, what's up? Sean here with Video Influencers. Help you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. And I'm here with Justin Brown. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're at Social Media Marketing World here in San Diego. And Justin runs a channel called Primal Video that's all about helping entrepreneurs and business owners amplify their brand and message with video. And I'm excited to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
We're going to be talking about how to really grow a tech channel as you do a lot of technology, some of your tips, strategies, and how to monetize it. But let's take it back. You just crossed 100,000 subscribers. You guys are crushing it, but obviously you had to start from zero like everybody. And so where did you start, and what has been kind of the progression to where you are today?
Well, I guess the first 50, as anyone starting on YouTube, is the hardest thing. The first 100, you're questioning, like, why am I doing this? So the biggest thing is to stick with it, because consistency, as everyone knows, like that is the key, and being consistent. So for us, for the last 3 years, we've been uploading at least one video a week consistently. Like, that is our bare minimum, but we've experimented with 2 and 3, and at the moment we're back to 1, and we're still growing pretty solid.
That's awesome. And when did you, 3 years ago?
Yep.
And what was the curve like? Did it hit at a certain point? Was it grinding for the first couple years, or what was it?
It was definitely grinding for, I would say, the first 6 months, and then we sort of looked at it. So my business partner Mike and I, we just looked at it and went, why, what does YouTube want? It's time on platform. Like, let's start optimizing our videos for that. And that was when we really started doubling down and looking at watch time and those sorts of things, and looking at video structure, and obviously still delivering the content and the value to our audience with all of those factors in play.
That's awesome. Now, you just crossed 100,000 subscribers recently, right?
Yep.
And that's a definitely goal of many people here in the influencers community. And so what are some of the tips and strategies that you've used for getting views and growing your subscribers?
So I think the biggest thing would be, the obvious things like being consistent. Your thumbnails definitely play a massive part, but also looking at the average watch time. Like, that's a big thing, and optimizing your videos to keep people engaged and watching your content right through to the end. And that's one that a lot of people just really overlook. It's all about delivering a tip or something, but they're missing keeping people engaged to the end of their videos. And that's a massive power tip.
So do you study your audience retention? How long do you wait? Do you let a video kind of mature for a while and then go into your YouTube analytics and study that?
I guess we normally base it on previous videos. So obviously, having done a heap of videos now, it's easier to look at what works and what doesn't work. And then you can kind of build on that. It's like, okay, we'll have a second call to action towards the start, like you do in your videos. Like, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Like, that is a massive thing to do towards the start of the video, because most people will only leave that to the end. So if people aren't making it to the end of your video, they're not getting that call to action. So that's that alone is a massive thing.
That's awesome. Now, there is a lot of drama right now around the whole YouTube demonetization, and creators are worried about earning income, and it makes sense, and we're certainly empathetic to that. But of course, one of the things we teach is that it's really not about YouTube ads. That if you're just focusing on YouTube ads, you're actually going to be broke. Like, you're not going to make it, actually, for most creators. However, it's definitely possible to build a business around your YouTube channel. And so for you, how is monetization broken down? You and Mike have really built a business model. You have a lot going on that's really underneath the surface. Speak to that a little bit.
So I guess, YouTube ad revenue, it's nice, but I definitely wouldn't want to be relying on that. There's so many other opportunities, as you know, like things like affiliate marketing, sponsors, sponsored videos. There are a heap of other options out there, and it will allow you to monetize your YouTube channel much, much faster than just relying on that YouTube ad revenue. The obvious one, like Amazon affiliates, it'll all start small. As your channel grows, they'll all grow, and it really starts to get that ball rolling. So definitely look at affiliates and branding, and maybe even sponsor deals as well.
That's super powerful. Now, you're based in Australia, right?
Yeah.
And so you're actually outside of the US. Sometimes people worry like, I'm not actually in the US, can I monetize? Now most of your audience though is probably viewing in the US.
Yeah, I would say most of our audience is US.
And so you actually are doing affiliate marketing with Amazon out of country through the US. Like, speak to how setting that up, because some people aren't sure if that was even possible.
Yeah, so you can definitely set up things like Amazon. We did have to jump through a few little holes and fill in all their forms and all that standard stuff, but you definitely can do it, and it is global now, and there are different, like Amazon, for example, there's different affiliate programs for different countries as well. So our main audience is the US, so it is pretty similar setup, but yes, you can definitely do it.
And then how do you get paid, like from being out of country with like US dollars or whatever?
So we actually use a platform called TransferWise, and that allows us to not just rely on getting a check sent, because banking a check these days, and banking an international check is a little difficult. So it's a long process. So we use TransferWise, and it allows us to get payments from places like Amazon directly into our Australian bank accounts. So that's That's awesome. Now, speak a little bit to competition, because it's actually funny. You're helping people with video. Over on Think Media, I help people with video, but we also have like 30 friends we each know that have similar channels. And for those watching too, though, they might see you've got 100,000 subs and be like, geez, there's too much competition out there. I can never do it. What would you say? Is that true? And what are your tips for maybe trying to stand out? Yeah, I'd definitely say that it's not true. I mean, obviously, as you said, there's a lot of overlap with our channels, but it's all your own personal experience, your own knowledge, the things that you've done, the information or your spin on the research that you're doing. No one else will have the exact same message and take on things as you would. So definitely get out there and start. There's plenty of room on YouTube. Come and join us.
That's awesome. And one of the things we love to say here on Video Influencers is this quote from Sally Hogstead that different is better than better. And don't try to be like the next Primal Video. Don't try to copy somebody else. But that doesn't mean you can't do video tips. It doesn't mean you can't do tech. You said it. We all have our unique experience, a unique perspective. So try to just bring a unique angle to even a niche that potentially has a lot of people in it. There's nobody else that's going to be like you. Maybe that's your gender, your ethnicity, your background, your experiences. Weave that into your content, and that can really help you stand out, even if you're sharing a lot of the same tips or covering some of the same topics. Well, hey, are you ready for the lightning round? Kapow! Choo-choo! Choo-choo-choo-choo! Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Last song that you had on repeat on your phone?
Audiobooks for me. I'm sorry.
What's a good audiobook that you'd recommend maybe for influencers watching?
I do like 4-Hour Workweek. It's an oldie, but a classic. It's a good one.
That's a very good book. And of course, we'll link that up, whether audiobook or the book, in the description below. If you could only have one tool or weapon during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be and why?
Something that's going to help me run fast. I'm a runner, so you want to get away from them as quick as you can.
All right, so you're going
Red Bull, or I don't know.
A Red Bull versus
shake or,
not like a car? I mean, you can go a little bit faster.
Well, they'll find you. You run out of petrol in a car.
That's true.
At some point, you're going to need to be on foot.
Yeah, solid point. That's wise. Maybe some good running shoes. We've all heard the phrase, if I knew then what I know now, right? And so as you think back over your life in business or just life in general, what is something that you wish you knew back when you were 20 that you know now and you'd tell your 20-year-old self?
Just to have fun, have more fun, like enjoy the process. Like, especially, example, YouTube, right? It can be, I've got to release another video. It can be a hectic thing, and consistency is the key. But doing things like batching your content and enjoying the videos you're making. Don't make them for the sake of making them. Talk about things that you love and you enjoy and that you're happy to talk about every day. And I'm sure you're enjoying talking about tech and interviewing people and hanging out, coming to these sorts of events. It's all about doing the things that you like. So definitely we see it all the time. People are creating videos and they just look forced. They're clearly not having fun with it. So if you have fun with it, you're going to stick with it, and then everything flows from that.
Favorite place in the whole wide world?
I'd say home. Sunshine Coast in Australia. It's a great spot by the beach.
Yeah,
you got to come check it out.
That sounds amazing. What is a failure or maybe past mistake that actually sets you up for future success? And do you have like a favorite failure that you learned from?
I would say there's probably a heap of them, and it's not really following your gut. I'm someone that's hard to say no to things. I would always yes, I can definitely help you with that. I think the biggest thing would be to be able to say no to things, anything that doesn't feel right, even if it's good money or good income. I mean, saying no to something is probably a hard thing for a lot of people to do, but it can open up the doors to so many more things. So I would definitely say follow your gut and say no to things that maybe don't feel 100%. And a couple of projects I've taken on, I knew up front I shouldn't have gone ahead with them. I mean, everything worked out well, but you look at the time and effort and everything that went into them. Yeah, just follow your gut. It'll sound corny or cheesy, whatever, but that's my advice.
That's good advice. And finally, what is like 2 or 3 Australian kind of phrases or slang that I need to know and I need to be saying here around social media marketing world?
There's a lot of Australian phrases and slangs and things that you probably wouldn't want to repeat on camera.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Well, give me some appropriate ones that won't get this video demonetized.
Okay. You definitely need to say g'day to everyone.
G'day.
Yeah. There you got it. Nailed it.
G'day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's number 1. Here we go.
It's instead of how are you going, it's how you going. You
Okay. Not like how are you going?
No, they're like what's wrong with you? Yeah.
How was it?
How you going?
Hey, going.
How you going?
G'day. Hey, going.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the last one?
Really putting me on the pressure. This one here.
Don't these come natural? I mean, this is.
No, maybe you could take what I'm saying honestly or not.
What about? Okay, I got one then.
Really? Okay.
If I'm just tired, I'm exhausted. After we do all the interviews today, I'm gonna be flat out. Right? I'm gonna be flat out like a lizard drinking.
Okay.
Flat out like a lizard drinking.
Okay, right. That makes more sense. Because if you're flat out, you're really busy. Like.
Oh, okay.
But if you're flat out like a lizard drinking, then no, you're still busy.
You're still busy. Okay,
right?
so good. Yeah. This was important because now I'm corrected the use of the phrase. Okay. I'm still flat out today. I'm flat out all day.
You are flat out like lizard drinking.
Okay. All right. There you go. Lightning round. Choo choo choo. Well, Justin, where are you at online? Of course, we're going to link everything up in the description below. And what are some of the things that you have that could help the influencer community?
Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's probably the face of our business. That's Primal Video, or youtube.com/Primal Video, or head over to primalvideo.com. We will be launching some pretty exciting stuff soon. So, yeah, you'll find it on primalvideo.com.
Very cool. Now, final word of just encouragement for influencers watching, especially because as entrepreneurs, creatives, there's ups and downs. Man, this thing can be an emotional roller coaster, especially when you're grinding, trying to build your influence. And when there's setbacks, an algorithm changes, demonetization happens, sometimes it feels like you get punched in the gut. So just speak to a few words of encouragement for just keeping going and maybe how you get through hard times.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for me. There's 2 of us. So I work with my brother Mike, and we run Primal Video. So I've always got someone there for those down days. You're like, man, I'm not feeling it today or whatever. So if you've got someone, anyone, a friend for those days, just someone to talk to and share these experiences with, because it happens to everyone. But you just got to get back on the bike, on the bus. You get back creating, but stick with it, because there's so many people that we hear. I know that we experience the same thing. You might have as well, where it's like, why are we doing this? We've put out all this effort into this content and we've got minimal views, minimal subscribers, but stick with it, because it's just getting that momentum, and it definitely snowballs. It definitely grows faster. Yeah, once that's rolling.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Influencers, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to check out another video from Video Influencers, just click or tap the screen over there. If you want to check out Justin's channel, just click or tap the screen over there as well. Until next time, Video Influencers is helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.